What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have the NG models, November 2022 releases for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we should have a really good set in store from NG models. Very excited to see what they've done, as it has been a couple weeks since we've got a good NG release. So I'm very excited for this. I hope you guys are as well. And without any further delay, let's just dive straight into it. So really excited to see what we got going this morning. Should be pretty good. Interesting on the hints. They're always very consistent with that. But hey, I didn't get to see too much outside of a, I believe it was a TWA L1011. That was the only thing I saw. So that is our indication that the release is here. That's a really cool release. But let's see what they have going for the month of November 2022. Let's get started, everybody. We're going to start off with the WestJet Boeing 737-600. This is going to be Charlie Golf Whiskey Juliet uniform. Nice. So this is a cool 737-600 release. There was a Panda exclusive a couple years ago, so this will be a nice complement to that, or an additional model if you're looking for that. It looks really good, and I'm sure they'll do a good job on that. So excited to get to see that one, and that is a great plane to start out the release. Southwest Airlines 737-700 Canyon Blue livery, November 957 Whiskey November with blended winglets. Nice. Really excited for this. I think this model is going to turn out really well. Of course, the Canyon Blue livery at some point will be on the back half of its stretch here with Southwest. Definitely will be getting one of these, and I'll try to use it as many times as possible, but this will make for great retro airports, and just in general will be a great asset for current day items. And I'll be really excited to pair that up with the Canyon Blue Scimitar winglet one. So very glad that they're finally doing this. About time, if you would say, about use the song reference, but it looks really good. Glad to see that, and that should be a really nice addition. So very glad to get to see that. That's a great release. Following that, we have an American Airlines 737-800 November 903 November. How about this? And this is in the current colors with no logo on the winglet. So actually, I did request this back when NG and I were in touch quite big time, probably earlier this year, February or March. So I wanted another one of these, and I'm glad they're doing another one. I do not know how many of these I will buy. I'm tempted to ship off a couple of my Geminis and get 2 more of these or so. I have one of the others, so I'll probably get 2 or 3. I'm not completely sure, especially with the logo situation, but definitely expect me to get 2 or 3 of these. So already a very, very hot month to start. Very pleased with this effort. This is great. So definitely expect probably 1 or 2 of these, possibly 3, but I'm thinking probably 2 right now. Hopefully they nailed the color. Did a great job on the flagship Valor. So glad to see them fulfilling that request, and a re-release is very helpful to say the least. So I'm glad to see that. Good job, NG. I'm liking this so far. This is great. And a Garuda Indonesia 777-300ER right here, Papa Kilo Golf India Hotel. Glad to get to see this one as well. This is a beautiful looking livery. I'm really glad that they're releasing this. Now, Gemini, I think, might have done this 2 years ago or so. They did some sort of Garuda Indonesia, but glad to get to see NG knocking out this 777 with their fantastic 777 mold. Really excited for this. This should be another great international aircraft for anybody that's looking for some more Garuda Indonesia. So glad to get to see that right there, and that is fantastic. This is a great release so far. This is really what I was hoping for. This is awesome. Following that, we have a American 787-8. No kidding. Wow, nice. November 880 Bravo Julia, and the first 787 delivered since the suspension of the 787 delivery in 2021. I was not expecting them to start the 787-8 run like that, but that is literally the last thing I expected from NG this month, and it's going to be an expensive one to say the least. Man, wow. Okay, I'm glad I've been saving up some money, because it's going to be an expensive one. I am not sure what I'm going to do here. I'm probably going to sell one of the 2015s and from Gemini, of course, and maybe even the 2020, and try to get 2 of these, because I'm really confident these are going to turn out super nice, and I'm really excited for this. This has been definitely a long time coming. It's been a long-term goal with my American Airlines heavy fleet to start preparing for NG to start doing them, and this is exactly what I was talking about. This is a very exciting move right here, and this is going to be very helpful. You know, this is really good. I hate to ship on both my 787s from 2015 because they're so nice, but man, I gotta find this dividing line, because, you know, it's super expensive. So we'll have to see. This will be a very interesting topic going into the future, but I'm probably gonna, well, they have quite a few on order, so maybe if I keep one, get 2 of these, and maybe keep the 2020, because I'm trying to keep that streak of having all the Gemini Jets and American new color releases, but I don't know how much longer I can keep it up with this fire. So this is awesome. I'm really glad to get to see that, and that is a very, very, very good release from NG. That's going to be super popular. Very, very interesting, and I was definitely not expecting that. Nice. Alrighty, here we have a Haneda Airlines 787-8 as well. This is very exciting for them too. Bravo's 2722. Nice to get to see this. This is the first 787 for them as well. This is a good looking aircraft. I really like the Haneda livery. I think it looks very clean, and this is going to be really helpful for our collectors over there across the pond. Well, across the bigger pond, I should say. This is a really cool release right here, and this should be really good, especially I think these fly to some international destinations too outside of just their region. So this is very exciting, and I think this looks great. So NG, this has been great. I can't say much more. This is very impressive. Trying to get woke up, but man, this is impressive. Here's another one. This is the red nose cone with the 2738 Bravo prefix. And yeah, the NG really likes these colored nose cones, whether it's red, blue, or whatever the color is. And this is another prime example of that. So glad to get to see another one here from NG, and I think it looks fantastic. So fantastic job right there, and that looks fantastic right there to say the least. Hopefully my computer's not lagging out too bad, guys. Sorry, I'm letting it even out. I need to start closing some of this crap on here, so I apologize about that. But hopefully it's not too bad. I'll be keeping eyes on it, though. Alrighty, a Scoot 787-9. Nice to get to see this. This is 9 Victor Oscar Juliet Juliet here. Let me stop this so I can fix this up for you guys real quick. Sorry about this. Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. That should be much better now. Sorry about that. I get all this junk going on my computer, and then I go to record, and I'm like, oh crap, it's not looking too good. But now we should be in good shape. Okay. Nevertheless, if that was kind of cutting out a little bit, this has been fantastic so far. Scoot 787-9, 9 Victor Oscar Juliet Juliet. Sorry about that. I did not see it outside of it being blue. And this is going to be in the Pikachu. I think that's what that is, isn't it? I don't want to botch it, so I'm making sure. That looks correct. Yes, the Pikachu livery for Pokemon. Golly. Trying to get woke up, as you guys can tell. This is a fantastic looking aircraft. I really like all the designs that they have going. But again, this is another prime example, and I really talk about this in my bigger tier list video, or not tier list, excuse me. My bigger release reaction videos with Phoenix and JC Wings, that all these companies pretty much are just recycling each other's ideas. I think Phoenix or JC just did this, one or the other. I think it was Phoenix. So glad to get to see another version though, and this one should be fantastic. So this is what happens when you have too many brands, but hey, you love to see it. So which one was this? This is a Land 787-9. That's a great release for South America. Charlie Bravo Gulf India. Now I think no, this was not done by who's it called? It was not done by Gemini. Gemini did, I think, a Latam maybe, but really glad to see the Land. This is going to be really helpful. I really like this release right here, and I'm really glad to get to see another 787 from the region. So this is a fantastic looking aircraft. I really like the Land livery. I think it looks quite unique, and it's a very, very cool. So this is a great release, and I'm sure this is going to be a very popular one among South America collectors. They've needed some more aircraft, and I think this is a prime example of that. So great job right there, and just making sure we're not dropping any frames. We're looking perfect right now. So very nice, and I'm glad to get to see that right there. That's fantastic. Alrighty, an ANA 787-9. This is going to be a Star Alliance livery. Juliet Alpha 872 Alpha. Nice. So another fantastic release. This is a beautiful looking aircraft in the ANA livery. I'm sure this one is also going to be pretty popular among the collectors over there in Japan and everywhere else around the world. Very nice, clean, simple livery, and this will make for a really good aircraft for anybody looking for an additional ANA 787-9. This would go really well with the R2-D2 or really any other ANA aircraft. I know they have some other Star Wars liveries among the other special liveries like the environment one and all those. So really glad to get to see that right there. That's a fantastic set, or a fantastic release particularly, and the set continues to grow. Let's see what's next. Alrighty, a Tamron Airbus A318-100 Yankee Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie. Nice. This is a cool looking aircraft. I think these look really cool. I cannot say where I know where Tamron's from, but I could actually might as well do some research real quick. Airlines, where are they from? Tamron's from sorry guys, just trying to get an answer for us. I'm seeing I do not know where this is off the top of my head, but nevertheless looks pretty cool. Looking like it's somewhere in the Middle East, maybe. I can't see off the top of my head, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I'm sure you guys know where it is better than I do. But nice aircraft release right there, and I think that will be a really cool one. I like the livery. Kind of reminds me of a lot, so very cool. Glad to get to see this. Wouldn't be surprised if it's like a subsidiary or something, but I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comment section. I always appreciate you guys letting me know what's going on. So cool aircraft right there. That should be pretty good. Alright, following that, we have an Air France A320-200 updated new livery, Foxtrot Hotel Echo Papa Charlie, excuse me. This is going to be a very, I don't know what it is going on with that being stretched out, but that's going to be a very popular release among our European collectors. I'm sure several of you guys are going to be super happy about that release. I'm very happy for you guys because I know you guys have been looking for more European narrow bodies, and especially regional jets, so hopefully we'll continue to see those from Gemini jets. But this is still very helpful, a nice simple livery right here. I think this will be a very hot seller over in Europe, golly. Really like the livery, it's really cool, and it looks fantastic. So nice to get to see that, and that is a very helpful release over there. Again, fantastic, and we've really seen some great variety in this release. It's been one of NG's best sets thus far to this day. Air China Airbus A321 is going to make an appearance. Bravo 1778, very nice. So I believe NG's done some different one, or I'm sorry, not NG. I believe JC Wings and Phoenix have done some different Air China ones, but this one is IAE engines and sharklets. So really cool plane right here. I'm sure this will be a very hot seller over there. Glad to get to see this, and this one should turn out really well. So I'm glad to get to see this A321. I'm very excited for it, and that one should turn out really good. So fantastic release right there, and I'm sure that one's going to be turning out really good. So fantastic job right there by NG for getting another fantastic Airbus narrow body. Qatar Airbus A330-200 Alpha 7 Alpha Charlie Sierra ACS, and that's going to be with the FIFA World Cup 2022. I did not know that this was on an A330 as well, but that's great. So glad to get to see this right here. This is a good looking aircraft. I think it looks really nice, and I like the design of this one. Nice and simple, and if you're looking for another Qatar A330, this is a good opportunity to get one. Pretty simple livery overall, and I think it looks really good. Now, I believe they haven't done a normal A330 yet, so maybe that will be either A, the next one, or B, in a separate release at some point, but let's see what the next one is. It's going to be pretty interesting, but I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be a normal one. This one is actually not. This is an A330-300. What a bamboozle right there. Alpha Echo Foxtrot. Okay, so a real bamboozle right there, but if you really want to customize it up and try to turn it into a normal, I guess it would be possible, but it would probably be pretty challenging. So this is still a fantastic looking aircraft. I'm glad to see both variants. Those will go along pretty well with each other. I'm excited to see the box variants on those. Those look pretty cool. So overall, fantastic looking aircraft, and I'm sure that one will turn out quite well. So good job right there by Qatar. That is really cool, and they did a good job on those liveries, and I'm sure NG will nail them. Very nice. Finnair Airbus A350-900, this time One World, Oscar Hotel Lima Whiskey Bravo. I'm sorry, I'm just very surprised to get to see this after they released the other two. I thought they would do it in the same release. Beautiful looking plane right here, really nice and simple. This is another prime custom candidate if you're looking to do one, but I'm sure this will be a very popular aircraft. I know that Gemini or Phoenix, one of them did it like 5 or 6 years ago. It's been some time, so glad to get to see another release here from NG, and I'm sure this one's going to turn out really well. So a fantastic looking aircraft. I really like the detail on this one. It's nice and simple, and I'm excited to get to see that. So good release right there. That's really nice. And an Ethiopian Airbus A350-900. This is going to be celebrating our 10th A350 stickers. Echo Tango Alpha Victor Echo. Very nice. This is a fantastic looking aircraft. This by far has been one of the best NG releases. They went to all the regions around the world, and I don't know how somebody could not find a way to get something out of this. And this is another prime example. I believe this is the first Ethiopian A350 done in 400. Could be completely wrong on that, but I think it's one of the first at least. So really cool looking aircraft. I like it, and just looks different on the A350. I'm used to seeing that on 787. So cool to get to see it on an A350 though. I think that's awesome. Very nice. It's a really cool release. And here's another one. This one's just a normal livery, so this will probably be the hotter of the two. It's just nice and simple, man. I like the livery. You got the tail design going right there, then the very interesting font there on the Ethiopian. I think it just looks really nice. It's just nice and simple. Love the effort. I think they're naming them after cities probably, so here's one right here. So really cool. Alpha Tango Alpha, by the way, on Echo Tango. A Yankee, excuse me, my bad. So this just looks fantastic. I'd love to get to see that. $15,799 MSRP, so it's probably 54 or something. Very nice. TWA L10-11-200, November 31029, TWA final livery. If you got the Twin Globes previously, this would be a great aircraft to complement that. This is going to be a really helpful aircraft, and I think, I want to say that probably Aero Classics and possibly Gemini have done this one in the past, but this is definitely probably going to be the best quality one out there thus far. So I'm glad to get to see this one released. This is going to look really nice. I think the TWA final livery is really cool. I have a couple models in this livery, and I think that this is another fantastic release right there from NG. So nice to get to see the retro hint in there. I think it looks really cool. So nice release right there. That's fantastic. And following that, we have a TU-154M. This is Bravo 4029, and this is with radar equipment. This is a government one, probably. I think that's the... I want to say that's the China flag. I could be completely wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure this is a China one. So if I'm wrong on that, I completely apologize, but something along those lines. But I'm pretty sure the Bravo prefix is the China. Could be completely wrong on that, but nevertheless, this is a good looking aircraft. I love the detail on this one. Really cool under antenna type thing right here, or not antenna, but box, I should say. Sorry, not sure exactly if they'll be able to represent that or not, but that one should turn out pretty good. So glad to get to see that release. This one looks fantastic. I'm sure this will be a hot seller over there. So cool to get to see that. That's a cool two blob right there. It's very nice. slowly scroll down to our next aircraft. It's going to be I'm going to do my best with this one. I think it's a Chinogo Airlines, something like that. This is going to be the Tiger livery ARJ21 Bravo 653 Echo in the 400 scale this time around. That's a cool looking aircraft. I really like the Tiger on that one. That looks really cool. So again, nice way to get to spice up this mold. You know, you don't get too many opportunities to use it since it's only in China as far as I'm aware. So I'm glad they're getting to find different ways and opportunities to use it, and I think this is a fantastic one. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get woke up this morning and I'm really surprised by some of these. So this has been really good. Let's see if we have additional ones. We do have at least one more at the very least. Why is my thing not scrolling down? Here's the British Airways L1011-200, and this is going to be Golf Bravo Hotel Bravo Romeo, and this is that Queen Elizabeth II and BA. Very sad, of course, just so sad, but I'm very glad to see that they're doing a model to commemorate the situation. It's a really nice looking aircraft, and man, the situation's so sad, but I'm very, very appreciative of NG for doing this one. To do that should turn out really well, so I'm excited to get to see that. Hopefully it's going to look really good. Well, of course it's going to come out, so my bad, I'm sorry. Trying to get the proper words to come out, it's been hard this morning, as you guys can tell, and I'm thinking this is going to be the Air New Zealand, but I didn't get to completely see it. And yes, the Air New Zealand Airbus A321neo in the Star Alliance black livery will be coming out this month as well. So somebody went after them for it. I think JC or Phoenix did it as well, so glad to get to see that right there. And that is the November 2022 releases. So overall, I don't know how much more you can ask for this. If this was a Gemini set, this would be underwhelming because obviously with the geography, you'd probably get only one plane like this. But I think that there was so many good aircraft for everybody, and it's really hard to be upset with this release, in my opinion. You have both retro and modern planes in this release from all kinds of continents around the world. Really nice release in terms of the American stuff. I think that turned out really nice. Of course, the Southwest and American narrow bodies will be very hot sellers. Those have really needed to be released. The Southwest Canyon Blue with blended winglets is still very hard to find in general, so I'm sure Southwest collectors are going to be very excited for that, including myself. Along with the American 737, the logo on the winglet's pretty suffice for most people, but I'm sure some people will still prefer to have the just normal livery, so that would be great. The American 787-8 is definitely going to be nice, especially 2021 is still findable, but I'm sure some people are really going to prefer this one, including myself, so I'm very excited to get to see that right there. I think the WestJet, Garuda, Haneda, all of these Scoot Land was a really solid release. I'm so glad to see that. ANA, another Dreamliner, that one looks great. Some really good narrow bodies right here. The Air France will be a hot sell along with the Air China. These Qatars are pretty good. I think that was a pretty solid set right there. That Finnair is another cool one right there. And the Ethiopian 350s I think will be fantastic too. The CWA L1011 will be very popular as well, so definitely get your hands on that if you're looking for that. Along with these various Tuplavs and ARJs down here, I think these are cool planes as well for the international market. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is China right here. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. You also got British Airways right here with the very special Queen Elizabeth II. That's a very, very commemorative aircraft, so I'm very glad they're doing that. Along with the Air New Zealand A321neo Star Alliance black livery, which I think is another fantastic release. Overall, you know, it's not the best release in the world, but I would be shocked if somebody couldn't find something good out of this. I think it's a very good release. I really like the variety that's presented here, and I think they did a fantastic job deciding which aircrafts to release here. Personally, I'll be looking at getting the Southwest 737-700 Canyon Blue, 1 or 2. I'm not completely sure yet. The American 737, probably 2, but we'll see. And then possibly 1, or possibly 2, probably not 3, but probably 2 of the Dreamliners for American. That is probably it for me in this release. I will look at it all one more time to make sure. Yeah. Finnair One World, I wish, but probably not. And TWA, probably not. I've kind of invested on some of the planes that I have budget-wise in terms of heavy planes that are retros. So this is a really good release, though. I think they did a great job. There is definitely something for everybody. Pretty popular planes as well. You know, it could have been a little bit more popular, but I'd be shocked if people can't find something really good out of this release. So overall, pretty good set. Definitely better than the previous one. I think they did a really good job casting it, designing it, and doing a fantastic job on this one. Also, particularly to be particular, in reference to the last Gemini release. This is much better for November. So pretty good set. Feel free to let me know which ones you guys are getting down in the comment section. Probably the best combination of both. A little bit of saving, but also a little bit of bit spending. So I think this is a great release. Let me know what you guys think. But with that, that will do for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.